नारायण। सच्चिदानंद रूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नारायण। So, day before yesterday, I spoke in Gujarati. Then yesterday, I preached in Hindi language. But today, I will elaborate and will do satsang in English language as much efficiently as I can do. As I got the request from many people staying abroad, they asked me that they understand, but their children doesn't understand, that their children don't understand this language because it's a scriptural language and it's very hard for them, as for their children English is the main language. So I'm trying my best to convey this scriptural language in very easiest way, and so they can understand. So I'm going to tell you how Lord Krishna incarnate on this earth and why it is important to celebrate. But all the parents and all those children, those who are going to listen this, they have to understand that they should have some preliminary knowledge. Otherwise, I am not able to give you very, very minute details because of the time constraint too. So, King Parikshit asked Shukdev ji that please describe the character of Lord Krishna. Who saved me when I was in my mother's womb. And there was one enemy called Ashwathama who used Brahmastra, the great unavoidable weapon from which only superpower and Satchidananda Swarup Paramatma, Lord Krishna only can prevent that weapon. And Bhagwan Shri Krishna, by entering into the womb of her mother, Uttara, he protected Parikshit and gave second life. Yes, second life, because he was already died, but Lord Krishna bestowed second life. Bestow him second life. Then he asked, how my father's father, that means grandparents, and all those big Kauravas, the Kauravas, they were highly equipped with great weapons, and had innumerable potency. They were fighting in Kurukshetra with each other, with Pandavas. Both Pandavas and Kauravas were fighting to the death without showing any mercy. And Bhishma Pitama, Drona, Duryodhan, Dushasan, all those were very big fish of that oceans. Oceans means it's a battleground. But here he used the word ocean. Just to explain that they were big fish. And anyone who fell in this ocean will definitely die. So how Lord Krishna saved our grandparents? That is really surprising. And not only saved, our grandparents were able to cross this ocean just like we step over the hoof print of cow's son, calf. And so again he asked one question along with other question, that Krishna himself revealed in two forms. Those who are introspect to their soul, to the lotus feet of God, Krishna reveals to themselves as a God, as a protector. But those whose senses are objected to the external subject, Krishna reveals himself as a death to them. Because this human body, what we receive from the God, is not just to entertain, is not just to play, is not just to play, is not just to have a bhoga. And so Shukdev ji replies with great answers that your question is very, very important. Because your question is very useful to all the world, to this universe. He says, the demons like Kansa and other demons, the Mother Earth was very unhappy, was crying, and took the form of Mother Cow and went to the Brahmaji. Brahmaji is also a god, but in scriptural language, he is not the supreme personality. He is not the Satchidanand. He is not the Satchidanand person, but he is the demigod. So now Brahmaji, Shivji and other devas went to the Milky Ocean and were performing the prayers to the Satchidanand Swarup Shri Narayan, who create this earth, who maintain this universe and who annihilates this universe. They prayed to save this Mother Earth. And then there was a prophecy, there was an omen in the sky stating that you don't have to worry, as I am coming as a God. I am coming, I am taking birth, I am incarnating at Vasudevji and Devki's house. Who is this Vasudevji and Devki? The Vasudev, and both Vasudev and Devki ji had great lineage. Both were from Chandravansh, moon god lineage. And so God also instruct other demigods and Deva's wife that you all too have to take incarnation. You all have to come to the earth just to help me. The same instruction was given to Brahma, Shivji and Brahmaji and other associates too. And then he told that I already told in Srimad Bhagavad Gita that yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutthanam dharmasya tadatmanam srajamyaham. Whenever and wherever is there any harm to the religion, is there any decline in the religious practice, and is there any inappropriate incidents which is very harmful to the religion, I will definitely incarnate in any form. And so, by stating this quote, he also told that the Ved, the scripture, the original scripture, the Ved, is my sentence, is my real sentence. The Brahman is my mouth. The cow is my body. The Dev is my organ. And devotee, those devotees who are following caste-based system and performing religious practice and devoting me with great heart, and not even following this caste-based system and even performing great devotion, are my life, pran. They are my life. And I will definitely incarnate to save them. So you don't need to worry. And now Brahmaji sympathizes Mother Earth that you don't have to get worried, because now Bhagavan Shri Krishna himself coming on this earth, not just to save you, but also to give enjoyable moment, to bestow with blissful and undescribable moments. We will see in the next prayer that while Bhagwan want to come on this earth, also told that not only me, but Lord Balram, who is known as a Shesh, as Anand, will also incarnate. And my potency, my Shakti, known as Yogmaya, will also come. And so, all those demigods, Devs, Brahma, Shivji and others return to their abode. Here what happened? There were marriage ceremony of Devki and Vasudeva. The Kans, who is a real brother of Devki ji, the Kans, who is a brother of Devki ji, was driving the chariot in which Vasudev ji and Devki ji was sitting. And suddenly there was a prophecy, omen in the sky, told, O Kansa, O Kans, to whom you are carrying Devki, her eighth son will going to kill you. So, after hearing this omen, Kans was highly feared. And one time, he was very beloved to his sister, and even he loved his sister. But now, Devki ji is enemy for him. And what he tried? With his hand, he hold the Devki ji's hair, which is very, very bad in Hindu Vedic Sanatana Dharma, as man must not hold woman's hair with bad intention. That if you hold the hair of woman with bad intention, that means you are going to be annihilated by anger of Dev.